Hi, my name is Salman Beg. Today we are going to add our cluster database to Oracle Enterprise Manager Cloud Control 12c. In order to do that, we have to connect to Sysmin user. Okay, we are connecting as Sysmin, adding a database. Search, we have a host selected. So our database is a cluster database, so we are adding a cluster target. Our cluster database name rag.localdomain.net, and the cluster home is this scan. It's called ragscan.localdomain.net. It's our VIP scan, port 1521, and we are not using any Oracle notification services, so leave it blank. We added our nodes. Click add. Okay, we are good here. So click OK. After adding, we can see that right now it's actually try to discover those targets. Here we can see clocks. So the other two which we are looking at, Oracle High Availability Service, these two services are pretty much okay, and still we see a time box on the cluster, so in a little bit. So these are auto discovered targets. First select that rack cluster, just this one, and we want to promote it. Yeah, we provided that information already, so we click the promote button and see that okay, it is saved. Say okay, we promoted that one. Now we are going to promote rack 1, which is our first node, and select this one and click promote. Rack node 1, rack node 2, we have the ASM, we have ASM instance 1 and ASM instance 2. You want to add that one. And the monitoring password is it's mandatory. You're just putting here password, and here also a password, and we say test connections. Okay, so the test connection for them was successful. Click next. Contact IT information, cost center in US, department IT, and the life cycle is test, line of business is also moving forward on it. So here's the final one. Now we can easily promote. It's pretty much giving me the summary that he's adding the database, which is a real application cluster database, and the automatic storage management here. Little bit like test description we put over here, and promote. Okay, saving this configuration, and let's see our targets up, our agents. These are RAG databases. We can go first to our this is the first screen of our RAG database which is added. These are two ASM instances. The first one is added, the second one is under discoveries. We are more interested to see our actual database instances, which is rack 1 and rack 2. So we go simply to rack 1 to see that how it looks like. This is the first screen. We want to see the performance, very critical sometime when we are monitoring the system, and which is the performance home. Here is asking me for the credentials, and the password is provided as this DBA connected. We can see the top sessions. Same thing we can do, and we can check the other one, which is our rack node 2. And the rack node 2 is right there underneath. Rack node 2 is here. You can see the performance. Okay, both nodes are pretty much straightforward and visible in terms of performance. We have our cluster database, and this one have our both instances. Our instance 1, which is rack node 1, and this is rack node 2, and we have those two hosts, and we have ASM targets